Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're taking a deep dive into something really short, maybe surprisingly insightful, a classic children's knock-knock joke.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Yep, we're talking about the timeless "let us in" joke.
Ah, let us in. Okay.
Sounds simple, I know, but trust me, there's more going on here than you might think.
Well, it definitely seems straightforward. Simple pun, easy structure. But yeah, I think our deep dive today can kind of reveal what makes something like that stick. Why it becomes a classic, and maybe what it subtly teaches kids about, well, communication, even engagement.
Right.
And our source material here is an excerpt from a video description, actually, for kids about this exact joke.
Perfect. Okay, so let's unpack this then. Our mission, let's say, is to figure out the magic behind it. Why does it work so well for young kids? And really dig into the elements that make it, a good tool for learning and just plain fun.
Sounds good.
So yeah, get ready to see a simple joke in maybe a whole new light. Okay, so maybe we should just lay out the joke itself first, for anyone who needs a refresher.
Good idea.
It's beautifully simple, right? Starts, like they all do, with knock knock.
The classic opening.
Then the response, who's there?
Yep.
And the setup line, lettuce.
Right. And what's interesting there, I think, is how it immediately uses anticipation and participation. It's not just listening, is it? That little pause, the expectation
Totally.
before let us who, it pulls you right in, makes you part of it.
It's like a mini conversation starter.
Exactly. A little training ground for that back and forth.
And then boom, the punchline. Let us in, it's cold out here.
Hey, yeah. You can almost hear the giggles.
Definitely. And our source, that video description, it says the joke, especially in that format, is perfect for young children. It mentions using fun voices, playful animation, and cheerful music to get kids laughing. So beyond just the words, how do those things, the fun voices, the animation, how do they supercharge the joke's impact for kids?
Well, it's really about hitting multiple senses, isn't it? For little kids, just the words might not always land fully. So fun voices can mean, a silly low voice for the knock, or maybe a high worried voice for who's there.
Okay.
And the playful animation, maybe you see a little lettuce character actually shivering outside a door.
Ah, gotcha. Visual cues.
Exactly. Those visual and sound cues, they make the pun clearer, more accessible. They reinforce the humor in a way just reading it can't.
Yeah.
It really helps cement that aha moment with the wordplay.
That makes a lot of sense. The source also claims it's great for learning about humor, sharing laughs, and having fun with family and friends. It seems like, well, a pretty big role for such a little joke.
Yeah.
How much of that learning do you think is conscious? Are kids actually thinking about comedic timing, or are they just, having fun?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, they're definitely just focused on having fun mostly, but they are learning. Absolutely. Just maybe not consciously, like you said. This joke subtly teaches the basic structure.
Yeah.
Setup, wait, punchline.
Right, the formula.
Yeah. And that pause before let us who. That's like their first unconscious lesson in timing. Plus, they pick up on the conversational turn-taking and how language can be playful, homophones, wordplay. It's all packaged as fun.
So foundational stuff hidden in plain sight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so if it's that effective but also simple, what's the secret sauce? What makes this specific joke let us in a classic that people tell over and over?
I think its classic status really comes down to a perfect mix. It's simple, it's relatable.
Relatable? How so?
Well, the punchline, it's cold out here.
Yeah.
Everyone gets that feeling, right?
Yeah.
It makes the punchline instantly understandable, gives it a bit of context.
Okay, yeah.
And the wordplay itself, lettuce for lettuce. It's clever, but it's not too complex. It's witty enough for a little aha without flying over kids' head.
Right, accessible cleverness.
Exactly. So it's memorable, it's easy for kids to repeat themselves, and it's inherently social. It's made for sharing. Think of it like a perfectly designed little toy. Simple parts, but they all work together just right.
A miniature engine of humor.
Kind of, yeah.
So wrapping this up then, we looked at the lettuce in joke, and it's clear, isn't it? Despite seeming so basic, it's actually quite an effective little package. Teaches language play, connection. It's really designed for engagement, for that shared giggle, and yeah, even some early learning.
And if we, connect this to the bigger picture, this simple joke kind of shows that effective communication, even the really basic stuff, it really hinges on knowing your audience and crafting something that actually resonates with them. It's about delivering those little aha moments, those clicks.
Whether it's a complex theory or...
Or a clever pun about a vegetable wanting to come inside.
Yeah.
It's about making that connection.
Yeah. Okay, so here's something for you, our listeners, to think about. Next time you hear a really simple joke, maybe one you've heard a million times, or even just a nursery rhyme, pause for a second. What subtle layers might be hiding in there? What about learning or connection or just, well, clever communication design might you be overlooking?
Yeah.
What else can this kind of everyday stuff, the things we might just dismiss, teach us about bigger ideas like communication and human connection?